the
pilot.
pilot
And
episode, yes.
panalo siya. So
Correct.
parang,
And we trended on Twitter din.
paano kayo nag-celebrate na pag-usapan
Wala
niyo
naman
ba?
pong celebration. Kasi though you want to be hopeful and positive, we don't know naman din what's going to happen, di ba? It's really a tough competition. So dinadaan ko ako personally, dinadaan ko siya sa prayer. So as long as nagdadasal lang, hoping for the best, of course, na maging consistent, ang ratings, ang mataas na ratings, and of course, yung positive feedback. And of course, we do our best while taping the show. Okay na yun. Happy na kami doon.
Carla, bakit natagalan before ka bumalik
Hindi
sa
naman
prep?
po. Actually,
Parang mga
Pamilya
isang taon.
Roses ended December 2018.
2018.
We started taping for Love of My Life, July 2019. So, technically, mga 7 months
Pero kasi
lang naman.
nagka-can nga pala kayo.
Medyo mukhang matagal lang po kasi we taped for 7 months before we started airing. First time ko pong na-experience yon na mag-taping po kami in advance. And yeah, matagal.
Gaano kadami yung bangko nyo?
We were able to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, tape 5 weeks worth
Wow.
of episodes. Opo. We are just waiting to resume taping because we went on a break. Pero like I mentioned, first time ko pong ma-experience na ang way in advance, sobrang aga po namin mag-taping. It was, I see it as a good thing kasi we were able to really take our time in every scene. Pero medyo, ang downside lang nun is wala ka kaagad feedback kasi medyo hintay mo pang mag-air before you could get feedback from the viewers. And hindi masyadong dire-diretso yung taping. There would be breaks in between.
Pero kasi di ba kaya kayo nagka-can dahil sa closed captioning?
Correct, that's one of the reasons. Nagsimula naman na po, may option naman to put subtitles every time you are viewing. I think sa TV naman po may settings po yun if you want to be able to read subtitles. But it's actually a challenge kasi talagang there's even more pressure to really be able to tape in advance para hindi for airing dahil nga po dun sa closed captions.
Carla, sorry i-ask ko lang kasi we know what happened
Descendants
sa
yan, maingay sila.
we know what happened sa Pamilya Roses nung during its run. Tapos ngayon na parang babalik ka sa primetime and the same time slot. So nung nalaman mo ba nung umpisa parang medyo kinabahan ka ba?
In terms of time slot, hindi naman po. Kasi I've had other shows na
Third
that
din.
fell on the third time slot. Depende kasi normally the third time slot would be for the lightest, medyo rom-com, funny genre. Pero ito nga, this is a family drama. It was placed on the third time slot. So, siguro it's the network's way of maybe, figuring out or trying to figure out kung ito ba ang gustong genre ng mga viewers sa third time slot. So, in terms of time slot, hindi naman po ako medyo na-worry or kinabahan. In fact, okay ako doon. Okay ako sa third time
At least
slot.
sa third.
Okay ako doon. Actually, happy kasi naman yun it doesn't matter actually. It doesn't matter. Although the ratings vary per time slot, ang importante may time slot. Ano ba yun?
So mga parang yung nangyari dati, hindi mo na masyadong dinedwell on that. You really move on na to the next.
It's not something that I would take personally. It's not something that I would worry about. Kasi wala naman yan sa full control mo. It's a collective effort, it's a team effort, and you cannot blame yourself naman or anything. You cannot point fingers or blame anybody else. So, din yan, it's really a risk. So, napakahirap na competition and hindi mo dapat dibdibin.
Carla, you mentioned parang all of the kapusiliding man nakatrabaho na, pero you didn't mention Alden.
Ay, oo
Looking
nga,
forward. Naka-work ko na.
Hindi pa po nakaka-work si Alden.
Give it a chance. What kind of job?
I think it's because he's younger than me, kaya medyo parang mahirap po kaming mabigyan ng project na kami po yung
Are you looking
mag-prepare.
forward?
But definitely, naman, whether it's for TV or for film, I would love to work with Alden Richards. Kilala ko na si Alden even before he became Alden Richards. So, I remember, ito lang ma-share ko lang sa inyo. I remember years ago, even before the Aldab thing, I remember talaga specifically, sabi ko, kailangan mag-room ng maigi tong batang to. Parang ang tanda ko naman batang to. Sabi ko, kailangan mag-room siya ng maigi because he has so much potential aside from his, of course, good looks. Sabi ko, mukhang magaling to. Ang parang malayo pa yung mararating niya. So, buti na lang din at least nabigyan siya ng mga opportunities. Everything fell into place for him. He is now up there. So, buti na lang din. So, yan. Oo, definitely, if I could work for Alden, with
Comment
Alden
naman dun
po.
sa pa-abs niya ngayon.
Ay, may pa-ab siya?
Oo.
Trending kasi siyang important.
Buti naman siya, buti na
This
maintain niya
morning.
kahit nagtitaping siya. Sobrang hirap nun. But, I think it was around last year na nabasa ko nga that he has been working out and then he has been watching what he eats. So at least buti na lang nagpe-pay off. I'm sure thankful siya kasi hindi lahat ng tao kaya gawin yun. And napakahirap. I would personally know kung gaano kahirap. So, keep up the good work lang.
Si Tomba may
Tom,
abs
yun
din,
eh.
di ba?
Pag gano'n lang, parang it comes and goes. Joke lang. Bali, si Tom, naman yan, he is health-conscious. In fact, Tom started on a plant-based diet last October. So, medyo mga 4 months, more or less, na po siyang nagpa-plant-based diet. Hindi pa po siya gaano maka-workout because he has allergies, he has atopic dermatitis. So, every time pinapawisan po siya, nag-flare up po siya, lumalabas po yung allergies niya. Medyo hirap pa po siya natansyahin yung kung kailan po siya mag-workout. Or siguro dapat mag-workout siya, full blast yung aircon or something. Kasi pag pinapawisan talaga siya, sobrang lala eh. So, but he's, very health conscious. Proud ako sa kanya na nagawa niya yung plant-based diet. He would try to convince me to also convert to a plant-based diet. Pero slowly, kumbaga, may times na tinatry ko naman. So, okay naman, may pa-abs din yan si Tom. Tsaka ang unfair kasi sobrang dali lang for them. Well, hindi naman. Pero compared to women, mas madali ang men talagang mag-shape up, to gain muscle. As compared to women now, syempre women have more fat. So, madalas naiingit ako sa kanya kasi parang wala pang 2 weeks, nag-slim down na siya, ganun. Samantalang kapag babae, sobrang hirap talaga.
Sorry Carla, okay lang ba to ask? Kasi na-share mo din sa Instagram mo yung parang pinagdaanan mo lately in terms of health din, no? Parang, paano ngayon? Ano nga ulit yun? And
Okay,
parang,
so around medyo the latter part of last year, I noticed naman nag-umpisa. Number 1 was yung weight gain. I would gain weight constantly despite my efforts of dieting and exercising. Kasi kapag ganyan naman pong may teleserye, lagi po akong naka-calorie counted diet po. And then I would work out regularly, of course, to maintain my figure. So, na-notice ko po na bakit bigat ng pabigat yung timbang ko despite those efforts. I gained 26 pounds in 4 months. So, nagpatingin na po ako sa endocrinologist and then yun nga, may thyroid problem po ako. I was on medication for 2 weeks to manage my thyroid. Unfortunately, allergic po pala ako dun sa gamot. So, I had liver damage from the medication. And then, I was coughing for mga 3 weeks. Nagpatingin na po ako, several doctors. And then, ultimately, it was one pulmonologist who said I had asthma. So, yung asthma po, first time din po yun. No family history of asthma whatsoever. And I was on a lot of medication, including steroids, which made me gain even more weight. So, ang steroids po kasi, particularly prednisone, it really makes you bloated. I was on oral steroid medication. May intravenous din po akong steroids and yung steroids po sa inhaler for asthma. So, yun, lalo pa pong nagpalobo. In fact, sobrang taas ng dosage na nagkaroon pa ako ng knee pains. Hirap na hirap ako maglakad. Sobrang sakit. It was a type of pain that I've never felt before. Mataas pa naman po ang tolerance ko for pain. So, sobrang sakit. Effect daw po yan ng steroids. And then, the last po is tachycardia. I've had tachycardia for 10 years already. It's irregular heart beating po. Na-manage naman po siya, it comes and goes. So, medyo latter part of last year, medyo inatake na naman po ako ng tachycardia. So, yun, yung 4 po na yun. Nagsabay-sabay po kasi, kaya ang hirap lang, it's really frustrating kasi unang-una, you don't know bakit kasi wala ka namang family history of these illnesses and then you're in the middle of the show of taping, a new show and then nagsabay-sabay pa. So, yun po mahirap.
pero parang all is well naman ngayon.
Yes, all is well. Improving. As in, test results show that everything's improving. Mas nag-normalize na po. So, at least getting there na.
It doesn't affect your shooting day? Or...
Actually, it did po. If I could recall, there were I think 1 or 2 taping days that were packed up. Kasi yun nga po, nagkasakit ako. And then, I forgot na the second reason. Pero yun, very buti na lang po, hindi pa po kami airing nung time na yun. So, at least production was understanding enough to give me time to medyo recover po.
Thank you po.
Thank you so much, Carla, and congratulations.